Hey guys, welcome to today's video. If you are new here, I'm Jamie B. Thanks for stopping by. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. So in today's video, I will be reviewing the Morphe Holiday Collection eyeshadow palette, which is the 39L Hit the Lights Artistry palette. It did come with like some brushes, lip stuff, and a continuous setting spray, which is kind of like all the same packaging, but I only got the eyeshadow palette because I have a ton of Morphe brushes that are specifically my favorite, and I have their setting spray. I don't need the fancy bottle. And with the lips, I really do not prefer Morphe's lip items, so I just got the eyeshadow palette to review for you today. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it yet, but if you're interested in what I think about the palette, what I decided to do with the palette, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom of this video and the bell next to it so you're instantly notified. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so this is one of their artistry palettes, so it's really big. It has 39 eyeshadows in it. It is actually, before we get into it, one of the prettiest packages I would have to say that Morphe has come out with. It's basically been all black packaging, I feel like, except for Jeffree Star's and like the other collabs. So like this collab, it's black, but it's like really pretty. I think there was a lot of effort gone into like the decor or the theme of the palette, so I like that a lot. A con is it's huge. Like if you look at it compared to my face, it's just as big as the James Charles palette. If you have that one, you can compare it to. So I do believe that this one is actually $42. The James Charles palette, it has the same amount of shadows, the same like little ones here, and then the big ones in the cross. But that one was $39, so I'm not really certain why this one was a little bit more expensive. It could be that it does have way more formula like choices in it. I'm not really certain, but we're gonna go ahead and open it up. I just think like this is so stunning. Like look at it with the ring light hitting it. It's just beautiful. I love that it is just so shiny and so beautiful. Again, like I said, this is one of my absolute favorite packages that Morphe has done. So today I'm going to be doing a look while I'm kind of doing like first impressions. There are quite a few colors in here, so it's going to be kind of hard. I have to decide what I'm going to do. But when you open it up, it comes with the names on the clear thing, which I absolutely cannot stand because once it's gone, if you lose this, you don't really know. Everyday consumer, not a big deal, but for like me, trying to do content, when I use this, it's gonna be hard because I don't know the name, so I just have to kind of pick it up and show you. But I do know that each section here, it's what, 2, 4, 6, 8 shadows. So each 8 shadow section was created by a different influencer. I don't really know the influencers all that well that Morphe collabed with. I know that there's Bianca Loves Makeup 911, don't know her. Twee, I do watch her, but I'm not certain if that's how I pronounce it, if it's Twee or Thule. I think it's Twee. And then I believe it's Khalid, and then Vic Maram. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know them all that well. So you do have each one of their collabs, and then the big row in the center has just a ton of shimmery shadows, which are probably going to be ones that you would go to the most, or you can use them as like highlighter, so they give you way bigger pans. So I really enjoy the color options that you have. You have these bright pastel colors, you have black, you have browns, you have this really chunky, pretty glitter formula. There's mattes, there's shimmers, there is duochromes. You just have so many different colors. So if you don't really have like a lot of eyeshadow palettes, this is gonna be something that you might wanna check out because you do get so many different options with it. But again, we've seen these colors a lot with Morphe and their collabs. So for me, if you already have like quite a few of their palettes, then this one is probably not going to be very necessary or intriguing for you to buy. But I'm excited to play with it and let you guys know what I think. So let's get into that now that we've gotten all the jibber jabber out of the way. I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit so you guys can get a closer look of what I'm doing on my eyes. And obviously I am not naked. I have my sweater on. So let's get this gunk out of the way. All right, so I was able to bend it. It was a little bit hard, but as you go through, it should do it. But what I have found with Morphe palettes, if you look, if you bend them, you can literally see through it. Like it doesn't close down all the way. So just be mindful of that. I'm probably not gonna do that again. I'll just have to hold it up for you this way and hope that you can see all of these fine colors. All right, so I think I'm gonna do like a red cranberry look for Christmas since this is a holiday palette. So I'll be going in more of the reddish area with Bianca's. I think this one was Bianca Loves Makeup 911 who did this one. I'm gonna go ahead in and take the Morphe M433, which is just a small blending brush, and I'm gonna place some color in. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do more red or more cranberry-esque look. So code red is this section, and I'm gonna go in with Serves Looks, which is gonna be this color right here. And I'm gonna place that in my crease. So it's just like a deep cherry red. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, I feel like I have glitter on my eye somehow. When you do this, like somehow you get glitter all over you and you just get used to it at this point. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna build this color up, and then I will probably deepen the crease and maybe lighten the top. I've not decided. Ooh. It's not bad. I still have this gross pimple on my face. If you guys have any recommendations for stuff to get rid of, like under the skin pimples, that'd be fantastic, because it's like no matter what I do, I can't bring it to the surface and it won't pop. So that's cool. So I'm going to take my Morphe M514. It is just a smaller blending brush. It doesn't have black on it, it's just stained. And I think I'm going to go in with this darker red here. It's definitely like a bricky, it's called For Real, and it's like a brick color, but also brownish. I don't know, let's see. I'm going to swatch it. So it's definitely like a more maroon brown color, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in the crease to kind of deepen it up. So I don't want to go too heavy with that color, so I'm just lightly going through. It is a little bit darker than I expected, and it's okay if it gets on the lid because I'm going to be covering that with probably concealer. So I do like that that deepened that crease up really nicely. It's not coming off super patchy, which is good too. All right, so I scooted you guys in just a wee bit closer so you can get a closer look. These colors are kind of like coming off more pinky than red, so I think I'm gonna go lightly with a M441 into Hot Stuff, which is a more vibrant red right here. Also, we have three of these colors look exactly the same. I'm gonna swatch them in a second, but I'm gonna go in with Hot Stuff and see if I can kind of red that up just a little bit. Yep, just lightly. I just dipped in like really lightly, just to give it, see how it gives it more of a pop of red. All right, so I went ahead and I added that Hot Stuff red, but I'm going to make some swatches real quick. So I have Daring and Hot Stuff, which are definitely two different colors. And then over here in the more, the After Party, which is more of a pastel color, it's Go All Night. So here are the three reds that are in, like the red reds that are in the palette. So here they are. The one in the middle is definitely more dark. And then this one, which is Daring, is a little more orange than Go All Night. So they are three different tones of red, but they're all pretty close in color. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I wanna go in with another blending brush, just a light one. It's gonna be a 441 as well. And I'm gonna actually go into the Smoked Show, and it's gonna be this color, which is Flirt Alert. No, it's not. It's my type. So it's gonna just be this taupey light brown. And I'm gonna put it right here at the top to kind of smoke out that harsh line between my brow and the red color. Okay, and I think I'm gonna take a flat brush and put some shimmer right under my eyebrow, which I think I'm gonna go in with this super big one right here, which is just like a white shimmery color, and this is Halo Effect. So this one right here. Okay, so I'm just kind of lining my brow bone with that. which, I mean, it doesn't, this one doesn't seem to be very pigmented, so what I'm assuming this one is like a topper. So let's go ahead and swatch it. Yeah, okay. We're gonna just swatch it with our hand. So it definitely gives you like the color there, but it's not here. It's right here. It's not really pigmented like at all. I'll dig into it a little bit more. Dig, 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 dig. And then we'll put it here. So I just feel like it's going to be a very subtle one. It definitely has reflex of purple though. So that kind of looks really nice with this look. So I'm going to have to swatch with this hand and show you on this hand because I am now stained red. But I'm going to go in with these big ones across and just swatch them real quick because I want to see what the quality is. They're kind of chunky like. So this is going to be left to right, like in the pan. So those are the first 4. Like they're not, these are not very pigmented at all. This is 4 shadows. So I'm not really certain. I don't know if they're supposed to be toppers or what. I'll look on the back and see if it tells me. But what I'm assuming is that most of those are going to be like toppers. I don't think they're actual shadows, except for the darker ones. So I'm going to do the last 2 because I already did that last one on this hand. So here's the last 2. All right, so I'm going to read the back of this to see what it says. 39 shades for bright lights and bold nights. You're gonna make them dance with this ultimate light show featuring shades curated by artists and creators who know how to bring the party. This palette is an explosion of blinding brights, hypnotic hues, silk slip toppers, zero gravity highlighters, and beyond. Swipe them and see where the night goes. So that's what I thought. I'm almost certain that a lot of them are going to be toppers and highlighters. So the bigger ones are going to be more of toppers and highlighters and less like lid shadows. So I'm going in with the tried and true translucent Morphe eyeshadow primer. It's literally my favorite primer. All right, so I went ahead and I put the eyeshadow primer down. It's very tacky, which I really like, and it helps the like shimmers and metallics stick to my eye. I didn't do it perfect because I'm not doing like a cut crease. I'm just putting the shimmers on my lid and bringing it up a little bit. All right, so I'm going in with my MAC 239 flat brush, and I think I'm gonna go into Rhythm, which is this more purple cranberry color. I was gonna do this one, which is So Sassy, but I think I'm gonna try this one first. They're pretty similar in color. Actually, let me swatch them. This one is the one I'm using. It's gonna be Rhythm, and then this one is So Sassy. So this one actually has more of a red. So Rhythm, So Sassy. Too many reds on my hand. Okay, and I'm not gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna try to do it with a dry brush and see how it holds up. This one is kind of like a matte, but has a little shimmer to it. Okay, so now that I have this color down and realized it's a little bit too light, it's coming off pink, I think I'm gonna go in with that darker color, So Sassy, and see if I can darken it up. All right, so these colors are not really working for me, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into For Real, which is that darker color I put in the crease, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay that down on my lid. All right, so what I did was I went in with the darker color that I put in my crease, the For Real, and I went ahead and put that on the lid because the shimmers that are supposed to be like cranberry or reddish maroon are coming out super pink, and that's kind of not the look I'm looking for. So I'm gonna darken it, and then I'm actually gonna go in with the Tati Beauty palette, and I'm going to use the pressed glitter in Poet to give it some shimmer, but in order to get that pink away, I had to cover it with the darker color. Okay, so now that I've laid down that color, it does look a little patchy. That's because I have shimmer underneath. It's a little crazy right now, so just bear with me. I'm going to go in with that color from the Tati Beauty palette because I do want to have more shimmer in my eyes, but what I'm running into is that there's really no cranberry shimmer and they're kind of coming off pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little glitter glue down just to make sure the glitter sticks, but it does stick really well. It's actually one of my favorite glitter shimmer palettes. All right, so let me go ahead in with that pressed glitter and a flat brush. Oh yes, okay. So I'm just putting that on the lid. I'm not gonna bring this glitter up to the crease like I did that dark color. It just looks prettier than the pinky, purpley, whatever that was giving me. Okay, so I'm like way more excited about the way it looks now versus how it looked a few minutes ago. So that's super awesome. I'm gonna go in with a blending brush again, and I think this time I'm gonna use the Morphe 330. I'm gonna go in with the first shade that I used, which was Serve Looks, and just lightly kind of darken this just a little bit more. And now I'm gonna go back in with the color that I have like torn up, which is For Real, and just deepen the crease just a little because the glitter. So I have glitter all over my face, which I can deal with later. It's not a big deal. I'm not a fan of all of these maroon shades because I feel like they all, like the maroon and the red, have all blended pink, and that was just not the vibe I was trying to do. So I'm still stuck with like a pinky look, but I'm hoping that it doesn't look so bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the rest of my face on, and then we can finish this eye look, and I will let you know my thoughts on this palette in just a moment. All right, so now that I put my full face of makeup on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do my under eye. I haven't decided if I really wanna do anything because I like the open look. I might just actually let it be, or I'll probably use that My Type, which was that nice little taupey color. So just to give it a little something, but nothing crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead in with a pencil brush, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go into that taupe color and just lightly put it there. So it has a little something, but it doesn't take from the look. If you really like it to be like pop, yes, I'm here it is, then you can go ahead and throw that cranberry color on the bottom to really bring it together, or you can just leave it alone. This time I'm gonna leave it alone. I do wanna add that taupe just to give it like a little bit of something, but I'm not gonna go ahead and add color because I feel like it's gonna be way too bold for what I'm trying to achieve today. And I'm gonna go into my inner corners with Beam, which was that champagne-y light gold here, into my inner corner just to give it a pop of shimmer. Ooh, okay, see, so they're gonna be perfect for that. They're not really fantastic for like a shadow for your like whole lid, but they definitely bring out the light when you do like a little inner corner moment. That's so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead in real quick off camera and put on my bottom lash mascara, and then we'll be right back and we will do our final thoughts on the palette. All right guys, so we're gonna do our final thoughts on the Morphe 39L Hit the Lights palette. I think that the packaging is cute. I think the idea is cute. For the most part, I didn't have any issues with the formula or the colors. I do wish that more of the cranberries or reds were more red, like more true to red than just the one. The ones right here in the middle are really only going to be able to be used for toppers or like inner corners. They're not really going to be like a lid color or a shade that you can use. I do want to touch these two in the top right. These right here, these two pressed glitters, I want to see how they go on your skin. So it's gonna be just your basic pressed glitter. They do mush together pretty well, so it won't be chunky or separated. It's gonna give you good coverage, which is kind of the only other thing that I was really concerned with. I do wanna go ahead and swatch this one for you as well, because this is another unique one. It looks like it's duochrome. So like one way it looks like a golden brown, the other way it looks like a green silver. So, ooh, that is like really pretty. Okay, so some of these I think are pretty fantastic, while others I feel like could have done without. I'm glad that they do have just like a taupe color in here and a brown, but other than that, unless you have like no eyeshadow, I kind of feel like this was like it's unique in its own way, but at the same time, it's kind of like all of their colors combined. The center row, I feel like would have done better had they been more like a more pigmented of a quality than just a topper or a highlighter. But again, I really do love this one a lot. I put that on my inner corner and it's fantastic. But if you don't have a lot of shadows, if you're looking for a palette and you're first time makeup user, or you just don't have a lot of a collection and you're looking for something that's unique but also like accessible to all colors and all that you need in one palette, then this is going to be good for you. Again, it's kind of pricey for Morphe, $42. I think that might actually be one of the most expensive palettes that I've bought from them. I'm trying to think of what Jeffree Star's was. I don't think it was 42 though. I think it might have been like 35 or 40, close to it. Let me know in the comments below if you know how much the Jeffree Star one was, but I'm pretty sure this one is like the most expensive. It does have some pretty cool formulas in it. I do like the glitters, but it's just not, like, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to say there's anything wrong with it because I don't really feel like there is anything wrong with it. I just don't, for me, if you have a ton of eyeshadow palettes, and lately, like, a lot of beauty, like, consumers do, you're just not going to use it enough to spend $42 on it. But if you have this palette, if you bought it, if you're planning on buying it, comment below and let me know how you feel about it. What are your favorite, I guess, section? If you know the YouTubers, I don't know the beauty influencers that really went into these, so I'm not like attacking them. I think that it's really awesome that they were able to collab with a company like Morphe, because Morphe really gives smaller influencers a break or like a foot out there. I just pulled on my hair. So I just think that this palette would be really nice for someone if you're buying it as a gift for someone who doesn't have a lot of makeup. But as always, guys, make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!